Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we have an AFA graded example of the G.I. Joe Real American Hero Conquest X-30 fighter plane. So yeah, if you guys have watched any of my other videos, this was the pinnacle of the G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch line to me. This figure was released in 1986. And it was part of the 1986 catalog, which, as you know, that's where I collect all of the figures that were on that 1986 catalog and all the vehicles. They're just nothing better. I know a lot of people like the earlier ones that based off of a little bit more, some more realistic military vehicles, but man, nothing gets better than the vehicles released in 1985 and 1986, which were on that catalog. So a little bit about this guy before I show you this particular figure. The Conquest X-30, as I just stated earlier, was released in 1986. It came packaged with Slipstream. That's the character there. And he made multiple appearances in the cartoon, of course, and was based off of this particular plane was based off of a kind of a test plane that the U.S. Air Force and NASA used in the early 80s. Never went into full production. It was a Grumman X-29 fighter jet. It was the first time they tested forward swept wings. So you see how the wings kind of face forward as opposed to backwards. It made it really unstable. Apparently, it needed software to fly, which wasn't super common at that time. So it was first tested in 1984. So that's probably why this design looked good for the designers at Hasbro to use in their toy line. So like I said earlier, came with Slipstream. This toy, I never actually had this as a kid. Always wanted it, seen it in that catalog, but it was a pretty durable playset. Could take a lot of beating, which was important for most of us boys and girls that played with these. We played pretty rough with them. Okay, now moving on to this example. This example made it through childhood, through the 80s. Basically unscathed. One big problem here is it was damaged right up here at the top. See, it kind of has a rip there. Looks like it either fell or something just sat on it wrong right in the top middle. And that's the only real damage. I mean, corners on this thing, sharp. Get better there. Really sharp corners. Again, really sharp corner. Really sharp corner there. Not a whole lot. Some very minor creases, but except for the top there, it's really good. A minor little crease right there by the window. See that too well. Show you the back really quick before I show you the AFA label. Alright, back again. Looks really good. Got just some minor creases right up there on the side, but as you can see, the corners are really good. Again, there's the file card. That corner's great. There's Slipstream's file card. Tough to read from there. 4 flag points on that one. Again, a small crease right there in the back, but nothing major. Really good condition, this box. Okay, gonna look at the tape now here. This is actually on the right side of the figure. See, tape is still very solid for these 80s G.I. Joes. The type of tape they use was known to dry out, so this is very good example tape. Sealed solid there, sealed solid this side all the way around. Look at the jump over to the left side now. I guess that's my left, so the right side of the box. Very solid tape seal there. And very solid tape seal there. So really good. Nice example of a mint and sealed box. AFA graded Conquest X-30. Now, unfortunately, this could have been an 85, I think, easily if it weren't for that damage at the top. Unfortunately, that brought it all the way down to a 75, if you can read that label there. So the box got a 75 grade. The window got an 85 grade, nice window, and the figure got an 85 grade. And that's again a Series 5 Conquest X-30, 1986 Hasbro, AFA serial number 18663279. So yeah, thank you for watching my video, and check out some of the other ones.